Hi, I'm Nora from Via Seating and this is the Riva chair. I'd like to take a minute to show you some of the adjustments. The first adjustment on the Riva chair is the back height, and you can adjust this by simply lifting the back, and every click you hear represents a position it'll lock in. To reset, you lift it all the way to the top position and it'll move back down into the bottom, and you can reset and start all over again. Every click represents a position where it'll lock. So when you sit in the chair, to adjust it from the seated position, you simply lift it and then find the position where it feels good, and it'll lock in position right there. And that feels good for me right there. Next adjustment is height, and the overall height is here. You can increase or decrease the height by just pulling on this paddle. This feels good for me in terms of you want your knee slightly lower than your hip, so you can open up your hip spine angle so you're not restricting circulation throughout the day. And that gives you the opportunity to have better movement as well in the chair. You can increase or decrease the resistance on the back when you're pushing back in the chair as well. And that's adjusted here. So you turn this towards the plus sign, that increases the resistance on the back. Turn it towards the minus sign and it will decrease the resistance on the back. And you want to maintain movement that's easy to activate. In other words, you don't want to be fighting it or having a lot of resistance in the back, and you don't want to feel like you're being projected out of the chair either. You want to feel naturally buoyant and feel like it's easy to move. So that feels good right there. There's another adjustment on this side, and that's the seat depth adjustment. And right now as I sit in the chair, I've got 2 to 3 fingers depth between the back of my leg and the edge of the seat, which is great because it shows that I've no restriction in circulation while I'm sitting here. But if you're a taller person, you may need to have more seat depth and more support under your leg, in which case there's a seat slide or a seat depth adjustment here. To activate that, you simply pull the paddle and pull the seat out, and that gives you more access to seat surface, or increases the seat depth overall to give you more support right here. If you don't need it, you simply do the reverse and activate the paddle and pull the seat back in, and you can see that's probably a good position for me. Those are all the adjustments on the right hand. There's just one adjustment on the left, and that's a back lock. To lock the back in position, I simply lift up on that paddle and the back is locked in position. To release, I push down on the paddle and it's back in an open mode again. But there's 5 different positions that back will lock in. So find the closest position where you're comfortable, lock the back out, and it locks in that position. To release, flip the paddle down, then activate the back and it's back in a movement position. That's it. There's also height adjustable arms on this chair. So you've got height adjustable arms here, but also a rotating arm cap. You can rotate the arm cap by just lifting the cap up, turning it, and it'll drop into a position where it locks in that inner position. This is a great feature to have in that it brings your arms closer to your body and puts your work closer to your near reach zone, which is everything that should be within this zone of work surface area for you. To reverse it, you simply lift it up and pull them out, and it drops into that fixed position. Those are all the adjustments of your Riva chair. I hope you enjoy it.